upon a time, there was a woman who saw light in everyone, even in the ones who brought her darkness. She believed that love could heal everyone and kindness could melt any cold hearts. But one day, she realized some people don't want to be healed. They want to feed off your light until you no longer shine.
Exactly. And that's what? That, my friend, is how so many empaths lose themselves. A lot of people who only know how to take, not to give.
Mhm.
They confuse pain with passion
Mhm.
and chaos with connection. You know, when I just think about it, it's like so many people are like that,
Yeah.
and they're just like taking and taking. I mean, when they're taking, I guess it's the way for you to thinking that you just have to be the one who's giving. Because sometimes people think
Yeah.
like, yo,
It's a
I
balance thing.
always be
If someone
exactly,
is always taking you, you feel that you have to give more.
and
Yeah.
you call yourself at one point, it's so funny, you call yourself, yeah, I am this, and you put a stamp on you and say, this
Hmm.
is the kind of person I am because I like to give. I'm a kind person. And some
Where,
people say,
where,
oh, I
when
like to
it's the
take.
situation that made you
Ex-
like that.
yeah, that make you like that, and all of that. And people sometimes they just have to stop, take a
Mm.
big
Yeah.
breath, and just
Yeah.
relax, and just
Hmm.
like tell themselves like, "Mm, maybe this is not who I am, and I just have to take it with a common sense, because sometimes common sense makes sense,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know and
Yeah.
and 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 just the way that you want to just give to these people doesn't make these people maybe sometime who take the energy from you. Maybe you're the one who want to give this energy away to these people.
Yeah.
It's just a way to see it. All right, I'm gonna stop. Let's
and
keep it up.
and and sometimes you see the empaths. It's not like an empath doesn't love like everyone else. That's something we need to remember.
Hmm.
When they love you, they feel you. What I'm saying is that they're not able to control the way they love someone. Okay, they sense your sadness, your fear, your silence. What I'm
That's
saying is
true.
that the way they love, it's like it's linked to the way the person in front of them feels.
Hmm.
Sometimes an
Hmm.
empath will tell you, "Oh, I'm in love with this person." No, sometimes you just they'll just need to cover that person or to take care of that person. You know what I mean? It
It's like
happens.
it's yeah, definitely, definitely. It's like for them, it's like a hole, and they
Hmm.
just have to cover the hole in a way or
Exactly.
another. I miss
Yeah.
this, and this have to happen, and I have to be this
And
caretaker.
yeah, and when that
You
person
know.
is not right, they think that if I love that person harder, maybe they will change. If I love them more, if I cover them more, if
Mm,
I take care of them more, they will change. But love doesn't fix broken people.
nope.
People who
No.
refuse to see their cracks, you know? Love
Mm,
doesn't
mm.
fix everything. We would like to think so, but it doesn't fix everything,
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
definitely, definitely,
Mm.
definitely. Exactly. Like when you say like maybe if I give more, like when you were saying they finally love me the same,
Mhm.
and but in that giving they lose. I mean, you lose your boundaries, you lose your peace, and you lose your identity.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So like for me, love should not cause your sanity. Like you should
Oh,
be healthy,
definitely not. I
and
know.
and and and
You
and,
have to
and
feel good.
and
Love
being
make you feel good, even if you know. I know there's like ups and downs, but love, it's something that should make you feel good. If you were
yo,
single for
did
10
you did
years
you did you
and love
remember did
comes
you
into
remember
your life,
having
you
no
should
no
feel
no no
better.
like hold on. Do you remember having some friend
Yeah.
always telling people or always telling their friend like, I feel not good. I feel sick. Like every time they feel
Yeah.
sick, and they don't
Yeah.
even understand why.
Why?
Like for me, people need to understand sometime, like, like we say from the beginning of this podcast, we listen, but we don't judge. Because
Yeah.
when we start judging, you already put something in your mind against or before this partner in front of you. So every
Yeah.
time word gonna comes out or every time you gonna do something, even though he's trying or even though she's trying, it's always gonna look like, oh, I'm the giver, he's the receiver, oh, she's the receiver, and vice versa.
Hmm. Yeah.
So and being healthy doesn't mean like you are sick, like physically or
Hmm.
whatever. No, no, it's more than that. Like emotionally is the first thing in your mind. Like not having not having a like a peace mind.
Yeah.
Just that, just that.
Yeah, there's that study that says that sometimes people when they live together for too long, they start seeing like some minor illness coming, but I think that's the mental talking.
Absolutely.
And then once they become a couple with someone,
You've
they
been
feel
married. You've
better.
been married. You've been married. You
Yeah.
know about that. You know about
Yeah.
that. You know
Yeah.
about how
Of
you
course.
can get sick just about your mind, just about like, like sitting, like having a long day and
Yeah.
being in the same bed than the one you choose and not be able to sleep and like, and
Yeah.
just thinking and not even being able to talk
Yeah.
and waking up in the morning and living in the same house and knowing that you are not even the one who's watching, you are you are the one who's like every furniture, everything in the house is like watching you and say what's
Mm.
up, you know so at one
Yeah.
point, everybody have to just say, no, I'm not responsible. That is true. He's not responsible. That is true too.
Mm.
So now how we can move forward
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you have to uh, just like dig and like just cover everything up and just go. No,
Hmm.
that it just mean like sometimes you just have to step up and start doing
And
good thing.
yeah, and like that empath thing we're talking about, it's not just romantic love. It could also be like towards friends, family, even
Hmm.
colleagues. The empaths become the emotional sponge of everybody, always
Absolutely.
absorbing everybody's pain, never releasing, until one day they wake up and they're exhausted. They're exhausted, empty, resentful sometimes, but most of all, they need to recharge those batteries. So
Like
when you
after
see an empath
marathon.
going into their
Yep,
own little
yep.
world
I am so
and
tired.
yeah, and it's like seriously, I feel like that sometimes. Like when you're like that, you might go out for 1 hour, okay?
You need it.
You
You
will
need
talk
it.
to five
You
people
need
and
it.
that's it.
You
Your
need it.
batteries
You
are
need it.
that's it.
You need
You
it.
know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what
Yeah.
people say, like, I've been moving. Like sometimes you just have to take your
Yeah.
glasses out,
Yeah.
and just like, put your shoes and get up and just see the world. Even you don't like it, it's not about that. It's just a decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Islam, what they say love and compassion, they are act of worship, but balance it's
Mm-hmm.
part of the faith.
Yeah.
Like it's all about that. It's all about the balance. It's all about the choice you made. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to say, "Do not be excessive in love or in hate. Like don't think about yourself more than you think about me, and don't think about me more than you think about yourself." It's
Yeah.
always really important to make the
Balance.
balance, because you live in society. God didn't just create Adam. He created Eve too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really important that people remember that we are not only one, but to be one, we have to be one plus one.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes the one.
Yeah.
It is really important. So the meaning is like even love need moderation, because when love turn into self-sacrifice without limit, it's no longer love. It's like it is just like self-destruction. And
Oh,
who need that, Lydia?
absolutely. No one needs that. Why would you self-destruct because in the name of what? Love? That's no longer love. Like you say, it's not love.
I don't know what was the understanding of
Because
love for you.
for me, the true love, for me, true love is supposed to uplift both hearts. It doesn't drain one to feel the other. On the contrary.
Mhm.
And sometimes when you decide to walk away, it's not that you're cruel. It's not cruelty. It's a protection. You're protecting your heart,
Absolutely.
protecting yourself. You can pray for someone and still set your boundaries, okay? But from afar, like, yeah, okay, I'm praying for you. I wish you well, but you know, I need my space, my bubble, because sometimes you need that too to recharge. And you can also forgive people
Yeah, yeah.
and still walk away. You say, I
Stay
forgive
still,
you,
stay
but
still,
that's it.
stay still, stay
Yeah,
still. Like they say, stay still. Oh, I'm sorry. All this life
yeah,
around me, all the dog
yeah.
and all of that. It's all about life.
It's
Yeah,
part of
sometimes
it.
you just have to stay
Well,
still and listen.
that's be loved. We are. It's everything. It's like it's part of it.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I say, you just have to stay still and listen. And
Hmm.
sometimes when you let your ego talk too much, you just have so many words coming out of your brain and you think that this is the right word. But you know,
Hmm.
your roommate, most of the time, they don't give you right advice. They never give you the right advice. The right advice is just like to stop, take a breath, relax, call
And
God,
And you know,
take your
if people
hand.
do what you're saying, when you take all the noise out and you stay still and you listen, then you will see all the red flags. You'll see that
Oh,
this person is toxic.
absolutely,
Toxic is not
absolutely,
for me. I think
absolutely.
the reason why lots of people
That is
get
so
into the
funny you say
wrong
that. That is so
relationship is
funny.
because
Stop.
it's big.
No, you gotta
Yeah.
stop, Lady Anne, because people they're not blind. It's so
Nah.
funny. I'm gonna be a little bit rude and rush, but seriously, just people, take your glasses out, or if you need glasses, put them on. Because you're not blind. The red flag is at one point and some
Are you talking
age.
to me?
No, 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 no. I'm talking about in
I'm
general,
joking.
in all the. No, no,
I'm
no. Stop.
joking.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
Like
All
I'm
right.
talking in general and
Yeah,
for
I know.
everyone. Like honestly, at some point, when you get a slap one time, two time, three
Hmm.
time, four time, like enough is enough. When you have enough
Yeah.
experience and you have some age, open your eyes.
Yeah.
Use like everyone see and saw red flag from the get-go, like from the beginning. There's no way people say, like, if you don't see it, you feel it, but you want to talk
Yeah.
about it to find an excuse from people who already know, who maybe sometimes doesn't need to know about what happening in your life. So
And
please,
empaths, they see these things first before anyone else actually,
no
because
anyone, but I don't
they
understand.
feel this
But
stuff. They see
don't
it.
don't don't like stop thinking that life is about competition and challenging. The only one that you need to be in competition with is yourself. The challenge
Mm.
is with yourself, is not with someone else. When you're ready, that's when you can be found people. And when I say is with yourself, it's like when you remember when our ancestor, our grandma was telling us, before you say something, think about twice, or when you say something, when
Yeah.
you go to bed, just take your journey during your, like, in front of you, like a movies, and
Yeah.
you just think about it and why you have this reaction and why you
Reflect
did
on
not
it.
have.
Reflect on it.
Reflect on it and just like picture yourself on the good way and how you can do better and be
Yeah.
grateful, because being
Mm-hmm.
grateful is the best thing, because this person in front of you that you think that you are helping, maybe it's here for a reason. So just
Yeah.
always tell yourself, I am gonna do something, because in life I know that you learn something or you are blessed with something. So
Mm-hmm.
just take it that way, because every person in your way have a mission to be here. So this person, just take what you need to take, and when it's over, don't ask yourself like, where, but when I'm gonna know when it's over. No, when it's over, you know it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
feeling is not about your
You
sixth
feel it.
sense or your seventh sense. It's just who you are, because
Yeah.
we are the extension of God. So
Yeah.
just relax. All right. So,
And take every day as it comes.
absolutely, it's a gift.
Yeah.
It's a gift.
Yeah.
Every day is like a reborn. You just have to make yourself better. Everybody gonna judge you. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's why we are in us.
Yeah.
And people are gonna call it, yeah, this is the competition. This is this. No, everybody, like, all soul
And
wanna come in
also
us.
we excuse me, we spoke a lot about the empaths, but we're talking about both the toxic people and the empaths. For
Absolutely.
people who actually know for themselves that, look, right now I know I'm being toxic in this relationship.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's you become like that because of a situation or environment, you
Hmm.
know. If you as like if you start feeling that or seeing that in yourself and you don't like it, stop also and think, why am I doing this? Why am I reacting that way? Why am I
Yep. Yep.
behaving this way?
Yep.
Why
Yep.
am I
Yep.
trying to
Yep.
hurt someone?
Yep.
Where does
Yep.
that come from?
If you start, let me tell you in basic, like basic word, if you start feeling sick inside you, that you don't
Mm-hmm.
understand what is the name of this sickness that you had, just stop, stay still,
Yeah.
and listen. The the you know the voice of
Mm-hmm.
like the voice of the God will come to you when you just stop listening everything around you and being distracted, and always be grateful,
Yeah.
because comme on dit, à la fin de la journée on revient toujours au Tout-Puissant,
Mm-hmm.
et on s'assoit et on écoute. That's when you have to just be quiet,
Yeah.
and it's really important. Like for me, people have to get back to themselves and remember who they were. I'm not saying that you have to be Muslim. I'm not saying that you have to be Christian. I'm not saying that you have to be Jew and all of that, because God Himself doesn't have religion. He is
Mm-hmm.
love.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no competition about I am better than this and I'm better than that. I'm
Yeah.
richer. I am poorer. I am smarter. I am powerful, because
Yeah.
it's all about how you understand the word and how you define the word, that you're using, and how, you just want to maybe hurt people or whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big talk. You know what? We're just gonna go to the listener question.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's
Lydia.
hear it. Let's hear it.
All right, so
Yes.
we'll receive a message from Lena in London. She wrote, I've been someone who constantly disrespect me. She was with someone who was disrespecting her every time. But she said that I try to leave, but every time I feel guilty. How
Mhm.
do I know when it's time to let go? We
Wow.
talked about it
Okay.
earlier.
So
Wow.
I think this is a great question, Lena,
Absolutely.
because I think each and every one of us has been in that point some in their
All of
lives,
us.
in a
Yep.
relationship, all of
Yep.
us, okay?
Hmm.
The here is like to remember that your love is not supposed to make you question your worth, okay? When someone truly loves you, you shouldn't feel any different way about yourself or doubting yourself and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Because if someone starts to make you feel anything than good, and I know there's ups and downs, what I'm saying is deeper, then that person is not for you. Like, remember, Allah is sending you a message. If you don't feel that peace anymore, what I mean is that when you come home to your person, they should be the one that make you feel good. When the whole world makes you feel crazy or not well or unsafe, that person is supposed to make you feel that peace. If you don't see or hear that person, you feel like you're lost. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay? That person should be your piece of heaven, if I could put it that way.
I mean, honestly, I always, can I?
Yes, please.
I always think that in a relationship, uh, when respect is not here anymore, is it's a big step. Like for me, it's a
Hmm.
huge step for me because we can we can still, arguing, uh, kind of like, fighting or over
Yeah.
fighting about like some subject or whatever, or like,
Hmm.
not having intimate whatever in the room, intimacy.
Yeah.
But for me, when you lost the respect, is something really huge. It's a big step, you know.
Of course.
And for
Respect
me,
is the backbone of every relationship.
absolutely. And when it's in front of people, maybe sometimes, there is always the balance. You always have to ask yourself, like, why this and why that? And maybe it's not that because maybe because I saw many couple with really thinking about something, and at the end when they sit because they have a good friend that they talk with, and the friend say, oh no, you absolutely wrong because he think that this and you think that this, and it's not absolutely that,
Hmm.
and they just didn't have the chance to just sit together and talk straight.
Yeah.
Because like I say, sometimes, like, when you say, okay, when you see that this is a toxic person for you, maybe it's probably not a toxic person. Maybe woman, or man. I just have to be
Maybe
straight.
you
Like
are allowing him to
maybe
do that.
with
Yeah.
someone else. Maybe you saw another woman and you're not really honest with yourself, or you saw another man and you're not really honest with yourself, and you start seeing negative thing on your partner, because all of that is really important in life. Like you need to
But
be
also,
real
also,
with you and real. I
yeah,
didn't say that this is the case. I'm just giving some
yeah,
example
yeah,
of
yeah,
case, because
yeah.
most of time it happen, and when it happen, you think that the person being disrespect with you, but the person really think that there is no fire without, there is no smoke without fire,
Mm.
and they start acting really angry and really, just like you just have
They
to.
act up. They acting up.
Absolutely, absolutely. So
Yeah.
you just have to rassurer. I mean, comment on dit ça en anglais? Tu dois les rassurer.
You have to make them feel better. I don't know.
Absolutely, you have to make them feel better and, like, more. Okay, I trust you. You know,
Hmm.
and this is really
But it's the
important
same
sometimes.
word. Reassure them.
Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
like for me, it is really important sometimes to just Like everyone have to take his own responsibility and ask yourself like the right question. Why am I thinking, or why am I acting, or why am I putting in this person this kind of accusation? And if I free my mind, how I see this person or how I see myself, it is really important, you
And
know?
also, like, out of, for me, it's like, as soon as you see or you feel that disrespect, I mean, your own respect for yourself will make you decide. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like, what
mm,
should I do? Like, I talk to the person, or I try to analyze the situation, or should I just walk away? Because
mm.
your own respect for yourself is that, that boundary that you put for yourself to say, okay, this is where it stops. Someone cannot go over this. When they go over this, that's it for me. That's
And
my
and and
boundary.
and I understand that it's not easy. I've been through that. I'm
Yeah.
honest with you people. I've been through that. I've been to the place and the time in my life where I was sitting and asking myself that maybe I was talking or speaking Japanese or alien,
Hmm.
because me and my partner, none of us couldn't understand each other.
To understand each other. Hmm.
And even though, I was like sleeping, at nighttime, and telling myself tomorrow gonna be the day that I'm gonna empty my mind and just sit and talk to and say what's happening, I don't understand. But still, I know it's not easy, but for me it's just sometimes you just have to close a, a drawer, open another
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
and say, I'm coming back to you. It's like when you're going to an exam and you have this, this like, 1, 2, 3 thing, and sometimes you can jump to the two and go to the five and come back and do the thing. Sometimes it's good. Just send the positive and come back with more motivation and more strength, you know.
Yeah.
And people, like I say in
Yeah.
life, ask yourself the right question and meet the right person. You need to talk about things sometimes, because
Yeah.
hiding can make you sick. La dépression, là, des fois, les gens se posent des questions. Je vais parler en français.
Mm.
Ils se posent des questions. Ouais, je me sens pas bien, je pense que personne ne m'aime. Hein, chaque fois, je rencontre toujours les mauvaises personnes. Non, 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 les gens te disent, mais pose-toi les bonnes questions, peut-être que c'est toi la mauvaise personne. Non, même ça, ce n'est pas des bonnes questions. La bonne question, c'est, OK, je suis passé maintenant dans tout ça. Parce que ce qui s'est
Ouais.
passé hier, c'est passé hier. Ce qui s'est passé
Mhm.
avant-hier, c'est passé avant-hier. La réponse, c'est de ne pas se dire, ou la question, c'est de ne pas se dire, est-ce que c'est pas moi la mauvaise personne? Ou est-ce que c'est pas... Non, c'est de se dire, OK, maintenant, sachant tout cela,
Ouais.
qu'est-ce que je vais faire? Est-ce que je vais toujours rester assis en me posant les mêmes questions, ou est-ce que je vais essayer de faire bien, ou est-ce que je vais prendre un choix dans ce que
Mhm.
je dois faire? Et les bonnes questions, c'est d'abord, OK, euh, comment est-ce que je vais avancer, comment est-ce que je vais faire, et de temps en temps, peut-être, why not? Vous savez quoi? Venez à lignée d'or.
Yes. Yes.
Venez à lignée d'or. Venez nous parler.
Absolutely.
Venez dans notre podcast. Venez dans notre même pas, je vais même pas appeler ça association. Venez à lignée d'or et discutons.
Welcome to the family. It's a family.
Exactly,
You
exactly,
you should come and feel safe. It's a big family.
absolutely.
Like international big family.
Hmm.
Yeah. And
So,
and just I'll just add that healing as an empath is not about becoming cold, huh? To everyone. Be careful. Like healing
no.
doesn't mean you have to become cold. You have to be you have to still be who you are, but just now you understand that your own patterns, your own behaviors, and you know
Hmm.
how to deal with it more. I know what we're saying is not gonna happen overnight, but just every time you see yourself acting a certain way or being a sponge to toxic people, just Take your time and think, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's about learning
Every
to
day
love,
it's a reborn.
but
I'm
love
telling you.
yourself also, but love
You,
people wisely.
hey, we like seriously, we are dealing with somehow so-called toxic people or toxic environment or toxic place every day
Hmm.
or toxic weather.
Yeah.
But at
Oh
the end
yeah.
of the day, we are just the only one person who's choosing, you know, what is toxic and what is not toxic about us. Because when you're hungry, you need to eat. You go to eat. Some people they don't have it, and every
Yeah.
day it's a great day that if you have it, alhamdulillah, rabbil alamin. ñi ko amul
Hmm.
yàlla na ko yàlla may chaque jour. Moo tax chaque
Amen.
jour soo leen di lekk when you eat your food, just like being grateful to have this food in front of you. A lot of people they don't have it. So, and when you have
So.
love and you understand what is love, like pour moi, Lady Anne, people need to
Hmm.
understand a different way of love.
Yeah. But I would
First,
say love themselves first.
first,
Like,
a different
sometimes it
way
comes
of
from a
love.
lack of love
First.
of yourself also.
Non, quand
Sometimes.
ils ont sorti le mot je t'aime là, c'est là ils ont créé la trahison. Ah, and and you know what? That's so funny when they say when you say I love myself, it's saying maladie. Oh. Comment ils appellent ça? Phew. Like
uh,
narcissist.
not narcissist
And
way.
doesn't mean that,
I
Sometimes
mean, no, not at all. It's not the same. Not at
no,
all.
no,
That's
no, no.
another spectrum.
Non, les narcissistes, ils sont abusés. Moi, je te parle pas de ceux qui se regardent
Mais
dans le miroir
c'est
matin,
le,
midi,
alors c'est
soir
le,
et qui sont en
c'est
train
la
de
balance
s'embrasser.
entre le narcissiste et l'empathe en fait. On n'a pas utilisé ce mot aujourd'hui, but the toxic behavior is like it tends to that also, like the narcissist, because
Absolutely.
you know,
But I think like when you narcissist, it's like when you like try to hurt people, not even yourself, like to show people I'm better than this or I'm better than that.
yeah, and you
But it's not the
control them
case.
and
But
you.
when I say when you have to love yourself, because you're not when you're not even something that you need to love. It's just that you have to love everything around you. You have to love your body,
Mhm,
who's not yours. You have to
mhm.
love like everything you have, the trees, like the people around you. That's how you have to love yourself. But not being here just to please people. No, please.
I
Por
know.
favor.
Let's
Stop pleasing
shall
people.
we shall we jump into the advice then for the empaths?
Yes.
So, like number one, like Aref said, learn to love with awareness. Learn how to love with awareness. Don't confuse potential with reality. So
Mm,
true. Like someone who has potential, it doesn't mean that they're gonna get where you want them to be or that they are your ideal person. So you cannot save everybody, you cannot change everybody. Okay?
it's true.
Okay, next one. Next one, I would say set emotional boundaries, like I said earlier. Like you're not responsible for everyone's healing. That's not your job. You're not their mom, you're not their therapist, you're not. Set
Mhm.
emotional boundaries because guess what? Toxic people will live free in your mind and they're taking too much space. That's for you.
Mm.
That's not good. That's not healthy. That's not you need to set those boundaries. Okay? Don't romanticize pain. Consistency is more beautiful than chaos. What I mean by that is some people love being in pain. You know
Mhm.
that, Aref?
Yeah,
Some people
yeah,
absolutely love that. Like,
yeah.
oh, they feel better in being like feeling bad or sad or
Yeah,
they
yeah,
linger in
yeah.
that or they They are
Yeah.
in their rooms crying and they love
Like I
that.
say, you know, we don't
Not
judge.
good.
Everybody have his way to do.
No, what
Mm,
I'm saying
yeah,
is that it's not good for yourself. Like,
yeah,
yes, you are so used to being in that pain that you think sometimes it's normal. When you don't feel pain, there's something wrong. No, you shouldn't, my darling. My darlings, plural, male and female, okay? You shouldn't.
absolutely, absolutely. It's free. Happiness is
Yeah.
free. It's not a miracle.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
seriously, guys. Hey, let me tell you. I'm so like I'm so shocked sometimes. Like honestly, when I heard people say, "Oh, we have 2 3 weeks without argument, without issue, without problem, and
It's
this and
it's
that," it
great.
was so nice, and I was like, "Hey, hello,
That's the should be the
you
norm.
gotta
Come on.
stop." No, happiness is not a miracle. It's something normal.
Yeah.
It is absolutely normal to be with someone because the work is not on this person, the work is on you.
Yeah.
When you say to someone, I love you, you have to work on that. It is not something granted.
It's not just words. You need to work on it. You
Like
need to
every, it's
work
like when
for
you
it.
give food to your pets every morning, or to your flowers, or to yourself, and sometimes you forget that even breathing it's granted. It is not. If the tree
Yeah.
wasn't here today, we're not gonna have the oxygen to breathe. Like honestly,
Oxygen.
we are
Yeah.
partner.
Hmm. Yeah.
We give them and they give us. This is all about life. And sometimes you just think
Well, we
about
rely on each other. We rely on each
that's
other. We depend
absolutely
on each
that's what I
other.
was saying at the beginning. Like it's all about 1 plus 1 equal one, equal one. That's how you become
Yeah.
one. Adam and Eve. Adam and Hawa. Huh?
And yes, remember, heal before you help. You cannot help someone if yourself you you lack. However, there is a caveat to what that advice, because would you know that you're totally healed, okay?
That's when you
You know
cough
what I
too
mean? And
much.
who's
No, that is true though. Life is so simple. That's when you cough too much because it's just like that. And when you cough too much, it's like when you're thinking too much, when you ask too much question, when you want to get into people's mind, and when you think like,
Yeah.
even your socks or your shoes or your wear or whatever the way you're eating or something is wrong, you
Yeah.
know, all of that is
Yeah.
already a red flag.
Yeah. So heal before you help, otherwise you'll drown trying to
Tu vas
save
les
someone who
contaminer,
doesn't
tu
want
vas
to
les
swim.
contaminer, c'est tout
Yeah.
contaminé.
Yeah.
And honestly, number five, like seriously, people pray for
Hmm.
clarity, not attachment. Like because sometimes Allah just remove people not to hurt you, but to protect you from what you can yet see. It is like a mother
So true.
or
Hmm.
father just telling you
Hmm.
sometime advice. Sometimes that make me laugh because I remember when my mom or my grandma or my dad was talking to me, and I was like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" And this and that. And
Yeah.
now that I have
And
kids,
now you see it.
and I use the
Yeah.
same word, and that make me laugh sometimes. I'm like, "Oh my
Yeah.
Lord." Life, it's all about
Yeah.
that. It's all about that.
S-
It's just like
Cycle of
like
life.
that's it. Every day has to be a happy day. Every day doesn't
Yeah.
need to be a sad day. Every day doesn't mean like because like every morning when you wake up, you can be
And
somewhere else. When you wake up, it's
yeah,
just a
and don't
blessing.
think
It's
that
just a gift.
drama is a spice for your life. It's not.
No,
You know, it's
absolutely
it's
not.
bad vibes, it's bad
I remember
energy. You
this
don't
sound
need
of
that.
like I remember this sound of like Lil Wayne saying like mirror like in my life, like mirror in my wall. It's all about that. Everything
Yeah.
that you see in the mirror is like you and your reflection.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah. And remember,
perception is
empaths.
reception.
Yeah. Yes. Remember, you guys, empaths. I know you guys love deeply, but you must also learn to love yourselves deeply. Because when you protect your peace, you protect your purpose. What's your you are not just here to be the victim of somebody. You have your purpose on earth is something bigger than that. It's not just to like serve somebody. Remember,
Mm, mm, mm,
your life
mm.
doesn't end because your couple is finished. Your life doesn't end because you broke up with someone. Your life doesn't end because you got divorced. Life happens.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's it. That's it. And 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 it's not even about purpose. Just sometimes, ask yourself, why purpose? Maybe we don't even need a purpose. Maybe we just here and that's it, and we don't need a
Need to be
purpose.
here and be. Just be.
Just be and that's it. So in
Yeah.
next week episode, we gonna diving into another deep one.
Yep.
Childless marriages. Love beyond
Uh,
legacy.
yeah.
Huh? Is that, Lady Anne? Am
Yes.
I wrong?
I think, yeah, I was like thinking that it's not going to be the next one, the one after that.
All right, so let me know the
Be the
next
one
one.
after that.
Oh,
The
let us
next
double
one,
check.
the next one is
Let us
Amour à
double check.
distance,
Mhm.
Espoir, Illusion ou Danger émotionnel. So that will
Ah,
be in French next
ah,
time.
oh. Les amours à distance. Je t'aime, tu m'aimes, moi aussi. Aïe, 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 aïe. That is something. L'amour à
Ah,
distance.
that's something. Yes. There's more than you can imagine. So let's, dive into that subject next week. I'm sure it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
And you guys, if you want to participate, by the way, I think now we can open to people who wants to like join us or, ask question or just be part of the panel. Why not?
I'm pretty
You
sure
know?
there are already people like, they want to be part of that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. So you're more
give
than
us some
welcome.
advice and give us some advice and we
Yeah.
can like talk
Yeah.
about
We
something
all
into
share.
those.
Yes, absolutely.
And that
Absolutely.
would be really interesting. And,
Hmm.
people, this was just something that Lady Anne and us and me and we were talking about and just started. And it's all about moving,
Out the
you know.
blue. Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
all about moving. It's all about doing something. And like we say in life, just
Yeah.
let's do what we need to do because everything that we do, we think that it is intimacy or intimate and nobody is around. But there's always, you know, God is here and we are here and we are not probably here because,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like just remember, just be happy. And every day it's a new day. And
Hmm.
yesterday was yesterday because today, we just remember today we were talking about COVID, and now we're not talking about COVID anymore. We're talking about something
Exactly.
else. We're talking about,
Let's enjoy each day that we're blessed
absolutely,
with, that Allah
absolutely,
bless us with, and enjoy the people, the loved ones, people who are here, people who are no longer here. May Allah bless them all, you know. And thank you so much, Aref, for this adventure. I love this.
thank
Like
you, thank
we
you,
every week we come up with like new subjects. So let's keep going.
absolutely, yeah, yeah, yeah,
And we're doing this for you guys and also for ourselves. Let's be honest. It's like we're sharing things that we lived and that you guys also probably have seen as well. So, you know,
absolutely.
that was the whole point.
And I pray for all of us. I pray for all the people right
Yeah.
now who need food, who
Mhm.
need a roof to be.
Mhm.
Winter is coming, and
Yes.
it's not easy for a lot of people. And I pray for all of them, and I pray for all the
I
couple
mean,
who really want to fix things, and all the
mhm.
people who really want to be with someone and cannot be open more. So yal na yàlla yombal yëpp, yal na
Amin.
yàlla yomb
Amin.
woyofal yëpp 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 ci àdduna te nanu
Amin.
fàttaliku ni dee du dara. Àdduna xolal kontante xol bu sedd guy 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 feesal ko ak yàlla sunu borom mbëggeel.
Mhm.
So yal na yàlla yombal yëpp. Lady Anne,
Amin.
the dernier mot est
May
pour toi.
Allah bless you all, and
Absolutely.
always love, peace, and harmony.
Gratitude. Gratitude.
Yes, gratitude.
Jërëjëf.
Gratitude.
Thank you. Thank you, Lady Anne.
Thank you,
So see
Aref.
you next
Ciao.
episode then. Ciao.
Bye.